Welcome and thank you for tuning in to my first episode of My Two Cents. Of course, this show's entirely based off of my opinions and my ideas and my opinions alone. So, with that said, let's get to work. First off, let's talk about an event that I returned from just recently. That is, without a doubt, the biggest game fandom, so to speak, here in Birmingham, Alabama, and that is PlayOnCon. PlayOnCon just recently celebrated its 5th installment of the convention, and much respect and my hat's off. Well, I don't have a hat on, but you get the idea. But my hat goes off to Dan, Wes, Judson, and Andrew for putting another spectacular show together. For the third year in a row that I recall or remember, the Hypnotist made yet another appearance. Though I did not see his show personally, I have seen pictures and I've heard stories of him putting on yet another stellar performance. So my hat's off to you for that. Wes thought he wouldn't be able to actually pull this off, and quite frankly, neither did I. But also making his return for the third consecutive year in a row is Voltaire. And being the man that he is, brought his stuff to sell, and though I didn't have enough money myself to actually purchase something from Voltaire, I do, however, have a good bit of his songs on my laptop. One of them he actually performed. One of the songs he performed, which is kind of like my signature song around Halloween, is "When You're Evil." But Voltaire is actually a nice guy. Voltaire was actually nice enough and shared with me some of his rum. And again, Voltaire, if you just happen to be looking at this clip somewhere, my hat goes off to you for that. I appreciate that. By the way, I owe you a shot. A rum, that is. Now, I'm going to dive into the various categories that kind of makes up PlayOnCon in general. We're going to start with the programming. Now, I admit programming is not one of my best fortes, nor is it one of my strong points when it comes to PlayOnCon, but Wes does spend a good amount of time putting together a stellar programming track. And one of the things that amazes me with Wes as far as programming is concerned is that he always finds a way to raise the bar in programming, so to speak. And Wes, if you're watching this, mad kudos to you. As far as video game goes, I mean, I do spend a good bit amount of time in the video game room, I kind of weaned away from doing so this year due to the fact that I was elsewhere. They had a Halo Reach tournament, and Halo Reach, Call of Duty, and various other tournaments going on then. I don't remember all the tournaments that they actually had, but that's beside the point. What would PlayOnCon be without any parties? Of course, I mean there are several I could tell you about. It was rather unfortunate that I had to withdraw my bid in making a party run due to the fact that I ran out of funds to actually secure everything I needed for my party. And on top of that, my room wasn't even on the party floor. But that's okay. I still try to make everything work. Everything didn't pan out the way I was hoping. But overall, despite my setbacks, PlayOnCon 5 in general was a blast. I know I say something about posting pictures of me in action at POC 5 on my Facebook page. I've yet to, probably by the time you guys see this show, I will have already posted, and more than likely you guys will have already commented on all the photos that I post. I've actually posted one of me and a good buddy of mine who cosplayed Static Shock, and after looking at the picture I had to chuckle because the fact that Lady Deadpool was behind me giving me the rabbit ears. And for your information, I intend to keep that up. I may even use that as one of my cover photos one day. Who knows? But getting back to the subject on the parties that were going on at POC 5 this year, was Jonestown After Dark. I'm not sure or don't remember entirely what their overall theme was for their party, but I'm pretty sure it had something to do with the Shots of Consequences, which was a little mini drinking game that they came up with. And of course there's Contourage, who is somewhat famous in the Alabama, Georgia areas. They had their unbirthday party. Of course, you know, every year everyone has a birthday party. Well, Contourage actually had their unbirthday party. Had free birthday cake and free unbirthday booze. I mean, the way Contourage puts their shows together is almost, in a way, can't even be duplicated. It's something about the way they go about setting everything up, and of course they do go and try and get the word out. So, and if I remember correctly, Contourage will be at DragonCon this year in Atlanta. I'm still debating if I'm going to go. If I do, I might try and ride with someone who's actually going themselves. So let's see what else. I can, what, let's see what else I can say about PlayOnCon here. I mean, even here it is Tuesday. We're a few days removed from POX 5, and there are people still posting pics and whatnot on the event page of PlayOnCon 5. And not to be left out, I'm gonna do it too. I mean, why not? I mean, the way overall, when I heard about the actual attendance later on that evening in Econo Review, were actually cut in half. And I'm thinking to myself, whoa. The attendance was only half of that, of what we had last year? Damn, what did we do wrong? You know? That was my first impulse. And since this is my first show, I'll more than likely give you my 2 cents on, what could have happened, I mean, the word might not have gotten out as quick or as much as it should have been. I mean, the economy is still down, and people just didn't have the funds to go. That could be an issue. That could have been an issue. I mean, me, I almost had to cancel my trip to PlayOnCon this year because of funds, but I stretched it out and I made it work. I mean, overall, the people that did attend, most of them that I've ran into were conversions, not anymore, stated that they enjoyed their time at PlayOnCon and would return in the future, hopefully next year.